Wersel. How's that? My name is Greg Wersel. I'm a candidate for the Minnesota Supreme Court. I want to draw your attention to what happened in Arizona because you're talking tonight about electing people to your state legislature and to your governor's office. But that's what the people in Arizona did, didn't they? And those people in Arizona, the legislature passed a bill, the governor signed it to protect their people, and it wasn't enough. The people in California took an extraordinary step. They actually passed a constitutional amendment. And it wasn't enough. And it wasn't enough in each instance because the courts had become the final decision makers, the final policy makers. Now you know and I know that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be that way until we take back control of our courts, until we insist that they follow the Constitution, until we insist that they stop judicial activism. Now, when you go in the past and you flipped over that ballot and you found the area where the judicial candidates were, if you were like most people, you said, who are these people? Right? And why should I vote for them? And why are so many of them running unopposed? In Minnesota, we have about 106 judicial offices up for election this year, and about 6 to 8 of them are contested. This is a system of elections that is dead. It's been killed. It's been killed, ladies and gentlemen, by design. It was killed by your Minnesota Supreme Court so that they can preserve their positions of power. And here's how they did it. They got control of attorney licenses, and they said that for candidates to state their views on legal issues was unethical conduct, and they could take the attorney's license away. And for him to attend a political party gathering like I am tonight was unethical conduct. And because of that, we had to fight a lawsuit. Now, many of you know about that. It went all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court. And in 2002, the U.S. Supreme Court decided that judicial candidates could state their views on issues. In 2005, the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals decided that judicial candidates could seek party endorsements and could personally solicit campaign funds. Now, here's the part of the story that many don't know. In 2006, the Minnesota Supreme Court created a new rule. The new rule was that judicial candidates could solicit campaign funds as long as there were 20 or more people in the audience. So if I talked to my next door neighbor, I couldn't ask them for 20 bucks. Now, it's even worse than that. If I wanted to ask my spouse for 20 bucks, I would have had to bring 19 other people into the home. The rule, I told the court before they adopted the rule that it was clearly unconstitutional. They didn't care. It bought them another election cycle, don't you see?
Yeah.
That's what they were after. In 2007, I filed another lawsuit, and maybe you saw it in the papers on July 29th of this year, that rule was struck down as unconstitutional by the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. You should understand where we came from. We came from an election system where the candidates couldn't state anything. They couldn't raise money, and they couldn't get party endorsement. And now they can get all those things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are exactly this far away from electing people to our state Supreme Court. We are this far away from Indian judicial activism. So here's what I need you guys to do. Because it's your turn now. When you go to flip that ballot over, I want you to look for that word incumbent. I want you to find that word. It'll be right next to the judge's name. And then you need to vote against the incumbent judges. That's right. You need to vote against the ladies and gentlemen, is that this party has endorsed not only me, it endorsed a guy named Tim Tinglestead who's running against Alan Page, who's another judicial activist.
Yes.
They endorsed Dan Griffith from the Minnesota Court of Appeals. And when you vote against the incumbent, you will be voting for all 3 of us. But it's the simplest thing to remember. Just vote against the incumbent judges. Now, one last item. before you leave tonight, you're going to get one of these. It's an envelope. There's still rules that say I can't touch the money, I can't know who gives or how much. But you can do me the greatest favor if you'll take one of these envelopes home. You think about it, and I want you to stuff it full of money and mail it in. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we are this far away. We just need your help, just as well as the other candidates who are running. God bless you all.